Well, good morning. Today I want to talk about Psalm 31, when you need a rescuer. And I'll just start reading the first 3 verses. In you, Lord, I have taken refuge. Let me never be put to shame. Deliver me in your righteousness. Turn your ear to me. Come quickly to my rescue. Be my rock of refuge, a strong fortress to save me. Since you are my rock and my fortress, for the sake of your name, lead and guide me. Notice those words, what it says, for the sake of your name. What does that mean? You know, when you work hard all of your life and you do well, hopefully you do well, and they say that you've made a name for yourself. You know, so you've done all of these things and you have a reputation, and people say that you have made a name for yourself. Another way of saying it is that your reputation precedes you. And so people, you know, even use this in business, you know, when they're trying to make a deal. I've known you to be a fair person, and you know, other people have told me that you are generous and you make an honest deal. And by saying that, we're calling people up to kind of that standard, you know, the standard that they know that they've shown in other people's lives and in other deals, right? So hoping that this deal, this situation for me will also be fair. It will also be right and generous for you. So the psalm says, for the sake of your name, because you have this reputation, because you have made a name for yourself, the psalmist is saying, God, remember your reputation and act in my life today according to your reputation. You know, it's not the first time that you know, someone uses this terminology or has this kind of prayer. The history of reminding God of his name and of his reputation starts with Moses, actually in Exodus chapter 32. And I'll read just a short portion of what God says to Moses. He says, I have seen these people. He's talking about the people of Israel. I have seen these people, the Lord said to Moses, and they are a stiff-necked people. Now leave me alone, so that my anger may burn against them, and that I may destroy them. Then I will make you, he's talking to Moses, so he's saying that he's going to start again with Moses. I will make you into a great nation. And so God is going to start over with Moses' family, I suppose. And so he says, Moses, just leave me alone now. I'm going to take care of these people. I'm going to get rid of them, and I'm going to start all over again, right? And so here's what Moses says back to God. This is, Lord, he says, why should your anger burn against your people, whom you brought out of Egypt with great power and a mighty hand? Look, he's reminding God of his own history. Why should the Egyptians say it was with evil intent that he brought them out, to kill them in the mountains and to wipe them off the face of the earth? Turn from your fierce anger, O God. Relent and do not bring disaster on your people. Remember your servants, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, to whom you swore by your own self, I will make your descendants as numerous as the stars in the sky, and I will give your descendants all this land I promised them, and it will be their inheritance forever. So, what happened? What happened was, God then says, well, I'll just continue reading. It says, then the Lord relented and did not bring on his people the disaster he had threatened. Now, isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? Based on the intercession of Moses, God relents from punishing them. And so, you know what? We can intercede in the same way today. Lord, despite myself, despite my errors, despite my sins, my failings, will you be my refuge today? will you deliver me? Not based on what I have done. I mean, if it was based on what I have done, I mean, who could stand? Lord, rescue me. Be my rock. Be my refuge. Be my fortress. Be my guide. And do it for the sake of your name. No matter where you find yourself today, remember that God has a well-established reputation, starting with the creation of the world, all the way to Abraham, and all the way to Jesus. In verse 5, speaking of Jesus, in this psalm, we see the last words of Jesus on the cross. It says this, "Into your hands I commit my spirit." We can have faith today and trust in Him because of His name. God has a reputation to keep, and He wants to keep it with you. The Lord bless you today.